In this regard, the government of the DRC warmly welcomes the sanctions recently imposed by the United States on Rwanda.
Congo President Tshisekedi is thanking the US for sanctioning Rwanda. And remember, he's also calling for the UN and other governments to sanction Rwanda. Why are brothers fighting? Why are African brothers fighting? Listen to this.
In line with this accelerated withdrawal of MONUSCO, the DRC reiterates its demand to the Security Council of the United Nations to sanction all physical and legal persons acknowledged to be perpetrators, co-perpetrators, and accomplices, both material and intellectually, perpetrators of war crimes and crimes against humanity and serious violations of human rights, international law, and the Charter of the United Nations on Congolese territory. It is unjust and unacceptable for persons deemed to be responsible for the serious crimes mentioned in various reports of UN experts themselves on the security situation in the DRC. It is unacceptable for these persons to remain to continue to enjoy impunity with the complete silence of our organization and its member states, which have placed the combating impunity as among their main priorities when it comes to internal and external governance. In this regard, the government of the DRC warmly welcomes the sanctions recently imposed by the United States on Rwanda for its support for the M23 terrorist groups and against one of its senior officials involved in the criminal undertakings in Congo. To recall, this terrorist group, which is a proxy for Rwanda, has not honored any of the commitments entered into by the heads of states of the region in the context of the Luanda and Nairobi process. Indeed, not only have they not left the positions they conquered, they are continuing to massacre the civilian population, and they are refusing pre-cantonment and cantonment. They are demanding a dialogue that will never be granted to them. The Democratic Republic of the Congo hopes that the other states will follow this good example set by the United States of America in order to support the common struggle against impunity, to ensure the triumph of the ideals of justice and solidarity among peoples.
So in this video, Tshisekedi blames Rwanda and calls Rwanda as one of the entities fueling rebels or supporting rebels, the M23 in Eastern Congo. Then he thanks the US for sanctioning Rwanda, and he also calls on other countries to sanction Rwanda. My question is, why are our African brothers, why are us Africans fighting against each other? Do you know the pain that Zimbabwe goes through because of sanctions? Do you know what is happening in Niger right now because of sanctions? In BURKINAFASO, in Mali, because of ECOWAS sanctions, they are crying. In Cuba, which has been under US sanctions for about 60 years, it's painful. Why can't we sit down and talk?
That is my question. Just the other day, we saw President Ramaphosa in his speech talking about the sanctions that were placed on Zimbabwe and how they are not only affecting Zimbabwe, but they are also affecting the countries around Zimbabwe. So by you saying sanction Rwanda, it's not just Rwanda that will suffer. What will happen? You see a lot of refugees from Rwanda. People will be displaced, a lot of problems, not just only for Rwanda, but for the rest of Africa.
And because the East African community trades with Rwanda,
exactly,
it will also be affected.
That is it.
Congo, remember, just joined the East African community in 2022. So it doesn't
make sense for you,
sanctions.
for you to celebrate the downfall of a brother and claiming, they
are supporting. And if they are supporting these guys, he said they want dialogue.
Which is
The
not going to
rebels,
be granted.
the rebels want dialogue, and he's not going to grant them dialogue.
You
Then
know,
what is he
What
doing?
are we doing? We have a problem, we don't want to solve the problem, we are just celebrating that someone will suffer. It doesn't make sense, honestly. I'm also, we are in total disappointment
Yeah.
of his statements and him being bold to say we are celebrating the sanctions.
Yes, we are
happy,
welcoming.
you know?
We are happy
We are
that
happy
the US
that-
has sanctioned
What is that?
Rwanda.
We are trying to build a unified Africa. We are trying to build an Africa that will speak in one voice, an Africa that will solve its own problems, an Africa that will bring solutions to its own problems. And then you are coming here to say,
We welcome the sanctions from this.
What-
And
what are
remember,
we trying to
remember what Rwanda said, Kagame said, that in case there are refugees from Congo,
they're welcoming them with
they
open
welcome
arms.
them and they,
They
nurture
embrace
them,
them,
they embrace.
and you know,
But now it's a whole lot. We don't know what goes on with Rwanda and Congo, but we hope that someone, maybe the East African community,
can sit these
can
brothers
sit down,
Yeah.
sit the brothers down, and the M23, Tshisekedi, and Rwanda,
Yeah.
and talk this out. If they need
And
some,
find a solution.
yeah,
I mean,
maybe it's the people who need some, because the leader talks, is eloquent. If there's something that they need the government to do so that they can live in peace, then let them do that. That we are all Africans. Okay?
Oh, man, it's such a disappointment. It's such
Yeah.
a disappointment to see these things happening to us, and seeing that, to me, it felt like there's somebody behind you that is telling you to say
to
something or
to
to
say
do
like they
some
won't,
things.
they
you know?
won't be any.
That it didn't
sit
seem
down.
like didn't seem like this is a genuine brother, because from his speech I was really like, wow, this is a bold step for Congo, and then boom, we are fighting each other again. How do we
celebrating? We don't want dialogue. We only want to
man,
fight.
we need solutions for Africa by Africans, not by anybody else.
I hope the step that the East African community is trying to do on Congo government and the M23 will work in dialogue, because I really don't trust the AU at this point, as well as ECOWAS. And guys, let us know what you think on the comment section. What do you think about Congo celebrating sanctions on Rwanda? Does it make sense to you? Are you angry that, or maybe you know something that we don't about
maybe they can
Rwanda and
enlighten us.
M23?
Exactly.
Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.